Welcome, my friends. Welcome to Big Red Leads. I am Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. Today, I want to talk about something that is easily overlooked, kind of left behind. It's an afterthought, and in a lot of cases, it's not even thought of. Um, and it's easily one of the most powerful tools that you have as not only as a sales professional, but as a friend, a parent, a human being. Let's keep it real. And that is the power of listening. Like Red, why are you talking about this today? Understand that listening is so powerful that people pay hundreds of dollars an hour to go and have someone listen to them. Therapy. If you go see a psychiatrist or a head doctor, if you will, if you go see one of these individuals, a good therapist is not going to suggest what you should do. They are going to listen to you work these things out in your head, problem solve the issue yourself. A good therapist. Now, can you do this as a friend? Of course. Can you do this as a parent? Of course. If you're having a conversation with someone and they interject, well, I did this for said problem that could be similar or the same, understand that that person is not really listening to you. And why therapists get paid so much is because they're powerful at this. There's a way to ask questions to continue the thought process. If this person is cognitive, if they understand their own way of thinking, they can solve said problem. Now, of course, we want it to be healthy and um, like I said, they call them breakthroughs in therapy. However, what they truly are is an individual actually doing the work. Now, I can only speak for myself and my company at this particular point, so I'm going to use my company as an example. We provide said service for our clients that here's the product, here's the service, here's their problem. It solves it. It solves the problem. So we provide a need for said person to get this result. Very simple. Very, very simple. What listening does, it provides this individual or group the space to voice their concerns, and if the proper questions are asked, the thought process begins to work itself out and they can begin to do the work, and they're asking themselves the questions. We're not giving them the answers. You'll never be able to figure it out if a different problem or another situation arises if someone is giving you the answers. That's why it's key when, especially when you're teaching young people, let's say your children, and they have a math problem and you give them the answers. Why is that a problem? I hear that a lot. Why is that a problem? It's a problem because they never learn how to do it themselves. That is a huge problem in today's society. You've given someone the answers, you are cheating them out of their own work. You're cheating them of that true victory of overcoming a problem. Yes, if someone is coming to you and they're asking questions and they're trying to learn something that you know and you have knowledge of, or maybe you have resources that they don't have the capability of getting their hands on. We're not talking about that. We're talking about people being a good listener in the space for someone who actually needs to be heard. Not everybody needs to be heard. Because usually, I'm saying usually it's a problem that, trust me, they've thought about. They honestly haven't put the work in or thought deep enough to simply solve the problem themselves. So that's why a voice of reason, a good listening, good ear, and just listening to an individual is so powerful. I can't talk about this long enough. Listen to the problem. Listen to this person talk about the problem. Then ask poignant questions that relate directly to solving the problem. Don't give them the answer, especially if you know. You are cheating this person by not listening. You are cheating this person by injecting your opinion on how you solve the problem instead of letting them figure it out, work through it, solve it themselves, and giving them the flowers when you can actually celebrate this person because they actually followed through, did the work, and solved the problem themselves. This is missing today. You go on your quote unquote, your Facebook, your Instagram, any of your social media feeds, you'll see a lot of people stunning, and I mean this wholeheartedly. You never see anybody post anything quote unquote negative. Rarely do you see an individual post something that, like, not their best clothes, they're not best, they're well dressed, they look fantastic. I'm going out, or they show a fancy car or something, or they're flashing money. Like, you always see that stuff. You don't see the reality of the situation that this individual is going through because they're putting on a mask. One, two, this is what they want the world to see. Have you ever, and I'm asking anybody who's watching this, have you ever witnessed someone post something that didn't work out or a failure? Rarely. And then we wonder why the world is not as quote unquote positive and loving and caring and passionate and compassionate about what we see and what we dictate to the rest of the world. Social media is a beautiful place, but it's also a very dangerous place because if our youngsters are looking at this and this is all they see, what are they learning? They're not learning how to listen because everybody wants to speak and everybody wants to comment, everybody wants to post up stuff that doesn't necessarily push for thought or understanding, but this is how I did it. You can do it too. Yes, that works for some things, but all. Some, but not all. If someone is truly successful and they're showing you that they made millions of dollars doing it this way, do you have the same drive as that person? Are you in the same circumstance as that person? Even if you were, what were they feeling when they had to make this difficult decision emotionally that drove them and pushed them? Was it love or was it fear? Like, do you need to know these things? Because when you're sitting up here and you're watching these feeds and not understanding what this person had to do to get to that, you're missing things along the route. You cannot follow and copy someone to the T because you as an individual have your own emotions, your own feelings that dictate whether or not to take action on this or to take action on that. But the one thing that we all do have in common is we have the ability to listen to each other and understand that, trust me, you already have the answers. If that brain is working and functioning, it doesn't even have to be functioning at an optimum level. But if it's functioning whatsoever, trust me, this person can talk their way through it to the point where they take action to make positive change in their life and in their business. So what I'm suggesting today is be a great listener. Not an okay listener. I'm listening just so I can reply. No, actually listen to the individual. Listen to the problem. Ask the correct questions to provoke thought so that they can continue to stay on that wheel until it sparks for them, and then they realize that, okay, maybe I need a resource. Maybe you are the resource. Did you ever think about that? You could be the resource for somebody by simply just listening. This is a powerful place to be. And not only is this one of the most powerful tools, it is so overlooked that people just want to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and yet they miss the problem, they miss the solution. Then you stack on another problem because, okay, how did you do that? Wait a minute. We're talking about their problem, their issue. How are they going to go about solving it if you've solved it for them? Next time this problem or this circumstance pops back up, are they capable of solving it? If you've answered it every time that you've spoken or they've spoken to you and they just needed someone to listen to. They needed a sounding board at that moment, maybe to bounce ideas off of, just simply to step into their own creativity, or maybe they are working through something that has puzzled them for a period of time that, you know what, I don't think I want to do that anymore. Maybe they've reached that moment. Maybe they've reached that point. But I'm going to talk to my friend over here who's pretty good at problem solving. Maybe I can get an answer. What I'm simply suggesting today is, how do you become a great listener? By simply being quiet. Asking the questions at the opportune time to help this individual with their own thought process, and maybe, just maybe, they can figure out an action plan to solve the problem. So like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. This is Big Red Leads. Like I said, I hope this message helps today. Become a great listener. Truly listen to your friends, your family, your clients, your prospects, your sales staff. Listen today. And don't listen to just reply. Truly listen so that this person can overcome a problem. Love you all. Talk soon, my friends. This is Big Red Leads.